You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to share with you guys my kitchen renovation in my apartment. As you guys can see, we updated the cabinets, and this was honestly a project that I was looking to do for a really long time. I was not happy with the really dark brown cabinets, but I also needed to make sure that I found a solution that was renter friendly and also something that wasn't going to break the budget. So I'm going to be walking you guys through the entire process. This took me about 3 days or so. I did it all by myself, and honestly, I am very impressed. So I wanted to show you guys how I was able to transform my kitchen and really just brighten up the space by taking those drab, boring brown cabinets and making them bright white and airy, and really just making the kitchen feel a whole lot bigger than what it is.
He brings me flowers on a Tuesday. He gives me good love and something that I never thought existed. I know what I need, ain't gonna lie.
So before we even get started on this renovation, I need to clear off all of the countertops. I am going to be removing all of the cabinet doors. So I really just need to prep the space and move everything that is not necessary to be in here out of the way. The one downside to renovations is the fact that you almost have to live in a state of, chaos or in a state of clutter for a temporary time being, but at the end of the day, it's always worth it. Anytime I do a DIY project, especially one that I've never done before, I watch a ton of videos, and everybody who was taking the cabinet doors off also removed the hardware piece as well. But for some reason, these screws were stuck in there. I tried manually trying to do them. I tried to remove them with my power gun or whatever you call it. I tried to remove them and they were stuck. So I'm going to have to keep them on and figure out how I'm going to work around them a little bit later. But the main focus is definitely working on the doors. Now, I will also say that I have never removed the doors this entire time of living in my apartment, so they were pretty dirty. So I wanted to make sure that I wiped everything down before even using the contact paper to begin with. But I also wanted to make a note that on the back of the doors, I did use some blue painter's tape and labeled which door went where.
And I'm dying to tell you, well, I know that by now it is obvious.
Okay, so now on to the fun part. We've got both of these doors wiped down, and now it's time to use the contact paper. Again, I have never done this before, so it was a little bit of a trial and error for, the first one or two, but then after a while, I kind of got into a groove. I threw on like a show and literally just kept at it, and over time I got better and better. Now, I wasn't sure how much I was going to really need, but I didn't want to buy too much off of Amazon, so I only bought one roll, and I will say I was able to get a majority of the top cabinets finished. So I would say if you have a kitchen my size with roughly the amount of cabinet space, you really only need 2 rolls. Now, if you have a larger kitchen, definitely get yourself a 3rd roll.
Here is a close-up of the cabinets. They look so good. Of course, like up close and personal, you can see, certain things where things can be, a little bit better. I think I'm gonna kind of go over that with the heat a little bit, but you guys just saw me using the blow dryer just to help with the adhesive. There were some spots here that were coming up a bit, but overall I think this looks so good. I'm so excited about this. So these are going to be the end cabinets. I'm going to redo the rest of them over there, and then we need to actually line the face, I believe, of the cabinets. We have to like line, let me show you. So the front of the cabinets that you can see are brown. We're gonna line those as well, and then hopefully we should be able to put all of them up. The one downside is I'm not able to take these off, which is very frustrating. So we are gonna have to try and, work with it a little bit, but we're gonna do the best that we can.
You give me this energy. It is like you set me free. Chasing highs to stay alive. But if I'm with you, I'll survive.
At this point, I'm definitely starting to get into a groove. I was handling about 2 cabinets at a time, removing the hardware, scraping down the sides because there was some like dirt and grime that was on it. And as you guys can see, I'm using some Lysol just to spray it down, and also another razor to really just help get all of that gunk and grime off. And what I found worked best with my particular cabinets was to make sure I got the centerpiece done, and then I would do the longer ends and then the smaller ends. I just felt like I liked the look of that. It was very easy to do, and I was also able to use some of the extra pieces as well.
But with you, it's easy. Follow me into the night. Without you, I'm falling deeper. Stay a bit longer. Yeah, I just need you to. I just need you to. Stay a bit longer. I just need you to. Can I be around you?
All of the doors are finished. They look so good. I'm just honestly really impressed. I cannot wait to see what they look like once they actually go back up onto, you know, actually put them back up. But I am really impressed with the contact paper that I use. I will have it linked below for you guys in case you want to do your own, you know, DIY renovation as well. Now the only thing I have to do is wipe the front down, and then I will add contact paper to the front as well.
We're not okay. I look into your eyes and see you fade away. But we're not the same. It's like we're on two
This project has literally taken me all day long. It's probably been about like 7 or 8 hours of just, you know, cutting, wiping down, doing all of the things, and I just couldn't even stop myself. I was tired at this point, but I wanted to keep going and get as much stuff done as possible. My goal was to try and finish the entire top cabinet so that the next day all I had to worry about were the bottom shelves, but that at this point was not going to happen. So I wanted to at least wrap some of the front pieces of the cabinets. I don't really know the correct term for that, but you guys clearly see what I'm doing, and get as much stuff done. I wanted to figure out what I needed to do to work around those, you know, silver pieces and everything, which I thankfully did end up figuring out a solution, which of course I will share with you guys a little bit later on in this video. But I wanted to, again, just get as much stuff done as possible before I went to bed and started tackling all of this the next day.
Do you agree? This is not the way it is supposed to feel. Oh, and I can see there are different paths laid out for you and me. 'Cause baby, I'm a true believer, and I wanna stay true to my feelings. I'm tired of feeling blue when I lose myself to love. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my Yeah, I just wanna lose my breath. Yeah, I just wanna lose my
It is day 2 working on this kitchen. As you guys can see, we've definitely come a long way. For the most part, I just have 2 areas that I still need to do, which I'll show you guys quickly. And then we do also need to do the bottom. I am going to rearrange and do something on this wall. I got some new stuff, which I am super excited about, but we need to finish these cabinets first, because my dining room table, the island, it's all a mess and we're living in chaos. And anybody who has ever done a renovation knows that you kind of have to live in chaos for a little bit, which is also motivating me to hurry up and get this done. So I'm going to show you guys our progress so far. There are some areas that I wanted to show, like I held off because I really wanted to show you guys, but overall I am really happy. I feel as if it instantly like brightens up the space, which is exactly what I was going for. So up at the top, the only thing left that we have to do is just add the strips here and then also here. last night I was working on the upper cabinets, and then we also finished the cabinets over here. Now that the cabinets are in, I definitely do see like gaps a little bit. It's not coming off as bad on camera as it is, I feel like, in person. There's a big old gap here. So I'm gonna try and see afterwards how I can try and fix that. But for now, we really just need to get these, the last bits of these cabinets done. So the hardest part is the fact that I wasn't able to take these off. If you guys want to do this project and you are able to take these off, it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. I did kind of mess up a little bit up here, but I was able to figure out how to better work around these, which I will show you guys. Then the only thing we have left to do are these bottom cabinets, which shouldn't take too long, and that is the goal for today, to basically finish the top portion and then finish these here. It is going to be a little bit of a challenge trying to get like in between here, but again, I'm just going to do my best and go from there.
So I did take a little bit of a break when it came to filming. I wanted to do the other two sets of cabinets that were over the microwave and also over the refrigerator. I felt like it was pretty repetitive just to add that in here, but now it's time to tackle this center piece. So what I found worked best was definitely using the scissors instead of the razors and almost cutting around it. The good thing about this contact paper is that it does have a little bit of a stretch. So I cut it as much as I possibly could and almost like stretched it around it, which really was helpful, and you're not really able to see it because again the doors are going to be on it. There were moments where it broke a little bit. I just covered it up. At the end of the day, when it comes to these DIY projects, it's not about being perfect because it's never going to look the same way it would if you were to pay somebody, but it's more about just getting that aesthetic look that you're going for at a cheaper price.
Okay, so now that we have all of the kitchen cabinets finished, it looks so good. And the next thing I wanted to do was just an easy fix. So currently I have a trash can, but I don't have anything where I can put all of my recyclables in. So I've been using these like, you know, to-go bags, like just brown plastic, well not plastic, brown paper bags, and sitting them on the floor on the side. And it's been such an eyesore. So I was able to find a really nice trash can and recyclable all in one. So what I want to do is kind of rearrange where the island is a bit. I think I want to move it closer to the window, and then hopefully that opens up some space for the trash can. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little bit of an unboxing for you guys. This one has so many different colors. I can't remember which one I went with. I think I went with the stainless steel one, but let's get this started, sweep everything up, and really continue the process of transforming this kitchen.
That's something, baby, that I can go without, just like a poison.
So this is the Song Mix 2 8-gallon recyclable and trash can bin. I think this is like literally the perfect fit. So one can be for trash and the other one can be for recyclables. It does come with 15 trash bags, but again, I've seen people use regular, you know, trash bags that you can get from the grocery store. You don't have to buy their specific ones, but I think this looks so much better by putting the kitchen, you know, island in the corner again, and really just brightens up the space. So I just need to add the trash bags in and we're good. So that is it for my kitchen renovation. I am very pleased with the way it turned out. Let me know what you guys think down below. I am really starting to get the like DIY itch and looking to possibly add a nice backsplash to the kitchen. I really want to also add some sort of shelving unit above the kitchen island to add some more storage, which will definitely be very, very helpful in this small space. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, make sure to hit the red subscribe button down below along with the bell notification so you don't miss another upload. And I'll catch you guys right back here in my next video.